Hello, lovely learneds. Welcome back to A Life Learned, and surprise! I cut my hair, as you can tell. There has just always been this little desire in me to see what it felt like. I shouldn't say always, but it's been there for a while to see what it felt like to have a buzz cut. Um, and I was also a little bit curious to see how many scars that I could uncover. If I got short hair. And I won't waste time on it, but there's like 5 visible if you go around my head. There's a huge one right here, and then there's like apparently, if I turn around, people have said that there's like a very distinct hole on the back of my head. I obviously can't see the back of my head, so I don't know. Still haven't got my tooth replaced, as you can tell. That's another video that I'll explain that though. Today, I wanted to talk about, as you can probably tell by the title, that I am donating my hair. I saved what I cut off, or what I could anyways. This was the ponytail. When he first cut it, it was like this little pixie cut. It actually looked kind of cute. And my hairdresser, I have had the same hairdresser for 7 years, and I've done a lot of different things to my hair. And before I started working on my hair by myself, I got him to do everything. He's always very apprehensive about each new thing I try. So he was just like, "Are you sure? I don't know." And I was sure. It was actually so far that he cut my hair long, like when he finished with it, it was longer than what I wanted. But he's like, "Here, I'll style it. I'll show you. Like, I think this is good." And I was like, "Okay, that's good. Yeah." And then I ended up going back 2 days later and being like, "No, it's too long. Cut it shorter." And he's like, "I'm trying to keep some like ability for you to style your hair and have femininity in your hair." And I'm like, "I don't care. That's not what this is about. Cut my hair." He's like, "Fine." And no, he didn't charge me a second time. I did give him a few bucks though, just because I wanted to. I like him and I wanted to pay him for his time. But I really wanted to see what it was like to have hair this short. In my personal opinion, I don't think it looks like great. I think I look better with longer hair, but I don't think it looks bad either. Like, it's not one of those things where it's like, whoa. Because I didn't get, I knew a buzz would not look nice on me. So as you can see, I didn't get a buzz. I got it like a bit longer on the top. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like your body is your toy in some senses to explore the world and to explore. And so why not explore the different things you can do with it? I don't take this as far as tattooing or piercing because that feels a little bit more permanent. Now, I did when I was a kid. I got piercings up here and I got my nose pierced, but I've since taken those out and piercings heal over. Tattoos, harder to get rid of. I regret my 13-year-old self. That's why you're not supposed to get tattoos until you're 18 or whatever age it is. It's an older age where your frontal cortex is bigger and you can make better decisions. We'll get into that in another video if anyone's interested. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about the fact that considering I had this goal, I thought it would be really nice to give with it at the same time, help someone else out. And so one of the things I've always had on my bucket list is to donate my hair. And so I Googled how to do that, particularly local to me in Canada and Ontario. I'm pretty sure if you Google within your own area, you should be able to come up with similar results. And the one thing I want to caution you about is they're often very particular on how you send it. So in this case, I didn't have to put the second tie on the bottom. It's just helped to secure it. They wanted to be sure that the top tie was secure and that no hair falls out of it because they don't want anything off the floor whatsoever. It also had to be perfectly clean without any products in it whatsoever, and I didn't really wear products in my hair. Now I have gel because I kind of look like a box head when I wake up in the morning. So I'll probably always style my hair for vlogs until it starts getting a bit longer. But it only takes a second, and even though I have no idea what I'm doing, I mean, it's okay. But anyways, the one thing they did also say is they didn't want any, what was the term they used? I got the site up right here. Chemically treated hair, i.e. bleached or colored. And as you can see, I'm sending my purple strips with it. Because my thoughts are basically like, okay, I get that that's not what you want, but like, they're purple, and purple's great, so I'll just send it, and if you want to throw those strands out, throw those strands out. I'm giving you options. The other thing they specify is length as well. I'm particularly donating to the breast cancer, is it? Yeah, the Canadian Cancer Society for breast cancer specifically. And so their standards are that it has to be at least 8 inches. I've seen that in a few other places too, because in order to style and to get some length to it, that's like the shortest that they can be. And so like, I know this is more than 8 inches, but I'm not exactly sure how long it is. Like, I know it's over 30 centimeters, which is way more than 8 inches. That's like 12 inches. So yeah, I'm giving them a decent amount is the point. And then they just want it put in plastic, clean and dry, and then packaged in like one of those soft package things, and then sent in. You can send it in anonymously, or you can put your name in. So I figured I'll put my name in, particularly because I learned that my dad actually regularly does this. I noticed that he cuts his hair at times, but he also grows his hair out for a long period of time, so I never really realized he did anything with it. But apparently, periodically, my dad will like grow his hair down his back and then get it all cut off and donate it. And you usually don't get to learn where it's going, but he knew someone who was like associated with the whole foundation, so he found out at one point that his hair went to a little girl, and I was like, that's cool. So I'm thinking maybe if I put my name in it, maybe I could learn a little bit about what they do with it. I don't know, maybe not, but it'd be fun if I could. Either way, I think it's a really nice cause for someone just wanting to get rid of some hair, and for someone else who's having a difficult time with their health and can't have the length of hair that they want. It's not just for people who lose their hair, but some people with various different cancer treatments, or basically the Cancer Foundation sends it out to, what do they call it? Pantene Beautiful Lengths. That's what it is. And they make these wigs for people who are struggling with various different health issues, I believe, cancer included, who can't grow their hair. And the one thing I want to caution anyone who might be interested in also doing this is there are places, excuse me, my clock is about to go off. There are places, sorry, I'm distracted because I'm like, it's going to get, this is my grandfather clock from my childhood, and it's about to ding 10 times. My apologies in advance. But there are some places that will take your hair for free, but then they will donate, or rather make the person who needs it pay for the wig. And some people aren't aware of that, and they'll just donate it to whatever charity they can find locally without looking too much further, because they think, hey, it's charity, and then they'll go and sell it. And that's really frustrating when you're trying to help someone out who's having a hard time. So just wanted to caution anyone to make sure to thoroughly research and make sure that wherever you're donating it notes that it goes to the recipient without any form of payment, which the Cancer Society does specify on their website. So hence me giving it to them. So anyway, yep, that's one of the biggest new things that I thought I would share with you guys is donating my hair, and now it's short. Yay. There are many other videos that I want to put out, but I have been very, very busy trying to prep for school and trying to get my place together. You'd be surprised how long it takes to get this background up, and as you can see, I'm having poster issues, so I tried to get a new Starry Night, and then I wrecked it by carrying it home and squishing it, so work in progress. But just do keep an eye on the channel, because there will be some vlogs coming out about my tooth and various other things. And at some point in August, I am hoping to, still hasn't dinged, I don't know why. Anyways, I'm hoping to do a blooper reel to get all of the videos that I've done the last 2 years summarized, and then get that raw data off my computer because I need it for school. So do keep an eye on the channel, and in the meantime, please share below if you've donated your hair or had any fun hair changing experiences that you'd like to share about, or any information you might have about donating hair. And as always, to join me again next week or sometime soon, where I try again to share a little something I've learned or experienced in life.